Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dazzling, and shall we see what's going on on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Late night episode, which seems to be usual now. I immediately forgot what I was going to say. Is that music playing? From where? I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say now. It just completely slipped from memory. I don't know. Good evening, everyone. I'm here with a late night broadcast. Hope I can make it through this. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 1:09 AM on Thursday, June 25th, 2026. Scheduled maintenance. Okay, well that's in 45 minutes, thankfully. Oh, sorry, it should be Wednesday, 24th of June, 2026. Yeah, it turns out. So, by the way, started recording a new series. I have chosen what it's going to be. It's interesting. That's what I say. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing in it. Which is very different from very signposted sort of things I've done before. Oh, you are Olivia. It's still boiling hot. We're still in the heat wave in the UK. What else? Oh yes. So partway through recording that new series, like in between, I was titling the video, and then I realised I never uploaded yesterday's Animal Crossing video. So if you're wondering why I uploaded why that Animal Crossing video is published at 11:30, I'm sorry, Vivian. The zebra turkey fish is going to be annoying to catch. So if you're wondering why that Animal Crossing video came out at 11:30, it wasn't because I recorded it late, it's because I uploaded it really late. I didn't even realise I didn't upload it, so... but anyway, what am I going to talk about today? I was going to talk about Small Saga, but I didn't end up talking about Small Saga. I'm also going to put my fan on, it's actually too hot right now. I normally try and turn it off while I'm recording, just so it's not like blowing into my mic, but I'm sorry, it's absolutely boiling. I will say, some of my amazing digital circus merch started coming in. Some more of it is also coming in tomorrow, it seems. Which is not fun, because I'm going to get so many different packages, I think, all delivered at once. Like, probably every single day I'm going to get like a new package, is my guess. Which is going to be a little bit insane, but still. I guess I can talk about next thing we did in Japan. Why is it next thing we did in Japan? So, I spoke about the collab cafes yesterday, didn't I? Oh, it must have been Sumo, right? I'm pretty sure that was the next thing, because it was a very busy day we had that day. We did a lot of things. We made a Sky Tower. Nintendo and Animal Crossing shopping Kirby Cafe. Oh, I completely forgot we did this. We did like a fake food making workshop where we all made little different fake food things. Two of my friends made takoyakis, and three of us we made a fake parfait. The parfait was interesting. There's not much to say about that. We had like this sort of silicon thing. We ripped it up to be the jelly, and then we used like a PVC glue, piped it out to make the piping things. I don't know why I did this, but I went a little bit crazy when I was doing mine. She was like telling us like, oh, you should do it like this, and I was like, I'm gonna not do it like that, and I'm just gonna send it my own way. And she was probably thinking, what is this person doing? So mine looked absolutely stupid by in the most loving way possible. From here, by the way, thanks for Fawnhallow Rustin. But yeah, after that, we went to Sumo. So we went to sort of like an exhibition sumo match. Like it wasn't like a proper like sumo tournament or anything. It was something which was very much made, I think, for tourists to understand the concept of sumo, and then, to be fair, do some legitimate matches, but with a purpose of entertaining. And it was actually really cool. I actually enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Which is interesting to say, you know, Kabuki enjoyed it less than I thought I would. Sumo enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So I mean, at the end of the day, sumo is just kind of like a sporting thing, but I think it was a really engaging presentation, to be honest. I can't remember everything from it, but what I do remember is that we got given a bento box, so that was really nice. And then there was like a show that they put on at the beginning where they basically used sumo to do like a theatrical performance of like what the origins of sumo were, which I can't remember. I think it was like representation of like before the beast. What was it, before wind gods? No, before beast gods? I can't remember. You know, like the white tiger, phoenix, turtle, can't remember. Anyone know what I'm talking about? White tiger, red, phoenix, can't remember the other one. 4 symbols. One's a turtle, what's the other one? Black turtle, azure dragon, vermilion bird, and white tiger. 4 symbols. Shixiang. In Chinese. Which I think that's the origin of sumo. I honestly can't remember. It was a pretty cool presentation though, not gonna lie. As everything sort of came together in a very sort of artistic way. And then they had a period where they basically introduced the rules of sumo. They were just like, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. I mean, a lot of it I think is pretty reasonable, like you can't like throw punches and stuff. I can't remember a lot about the stuff, to be honest. But it was done in all a very sort of like comedic way. And then they had like an actual tournament as well between the 4 of them. And presumably the ones who are actually doing the sumo presentation sort of rotate out each time as well. Because it was also weird, they gave us a leaflet to be like, here are the sumo wrestlers, and then like none of the sumo wrestlers were actually ones that we saw, which is totally fine, nothing wrong with it, they did great. You might be like, who did we see? I think the one we saw, I'm trying to think, because it was like blue, yellow, red, pink. Pink I remember, he was a wild card, he was called Mr. X. There was one who was yellow, who was actually like a featherweight or something. Sumo. Oh, I actually have pictures here. So the other one I remember was Tashi. I don't remember which one that is, but one is Tashi. Hiro, that was it was a much lighter one. And Taichi, I think that was a red one maybe? I think Tashi was a blue one, that sounds about right. But yeah, it was really interesting watching the sumo. So yeah, I'm sort of giving an overview what happened first. Then we did that, and then at the end, what we did is you could sign up to basically sumo wrestle against a sumo wrestler of your choice. To be honest, you might be like, dear darling, did you or your one friend who went do that? And the answer was no, we did not do that. I did consider doing it, but I was like, this is going to be an absolute nightmare, because if you don't know, I have a very bad shoulder, which dislocates pretty easily, and I'm like, if I did something on my shoulder, that is going to be awful. And I don't think sumo was going to be that rough on my shoulder, but I'm like, I'm not going to even risk that sort of thing. I'm going to sign a health waiver or something and dislocate my shoulder and ruin my holiday. Not happening. Plus, I wasn't that confused at going up. Like, I wasn't too sad. Like, I wasn't going to do it in the first place. The only thing I remember though is that like only 20 people could sign up, and then only 4 or 5 people I think actually did it in the end, and then they were like looking for 2 more people because 18 people had signed up. I remember 2 girls just to the right of us, and they signed up because they were like, oh, might as well send it. And it was very clear that one of her friends was like, yeah, let's do it, and then the other friend was like, fine, I'll do it if you're doing it. And then it turns out that other friend who was less, let's say, motivated to do it, got chosen. She was like, her friend was absolutely jazzed, I would say. It was very amusing, I think, from a spectator watching. There was a lot of people who signed up were like, yeah, I can do it, I can take on these sumo wrestlers. Like, some people were absolutely just dying for it. Like, I remember the first woman who got called, she was so happy, she was ecstatic, she screamed. It was her lifelong dream or something to do sumo wrestling, which fair enough. How did they all do? Obviously they would have all got smoked, but you know, some of them went easy on the other. On the spectators of a guess, just for funsies, why not? But yeah, honestly it was a good time. They allowed like photos and videos and stuff, not videos over 1 minute. Was it 1 minute? Something like that, I can't remember. But yeah, it was a genuinely unexpectedly fun time. Because I don't know, someone told me basically, because I can't remember when it was, that some of these like very famous sumo wrestlers went to London, like from Japan. They went to London for a little while, and they actually did like a demonstration sumo tournament in, I don't know, the O2 or something. And I was like, dang, I kind of wish I tried to get tickets from that or something, because that sounds like it would have been a lot of fun to watch, but apparently it was insanely popular. But I did see your Instagram stories of all the sumo wrestlers out and about, just sort of vibing out, enjoying London. I have no idea what this photo is my friend took. Oh yeah, we had drinks, had some sake, remember that? We had a bento box. How was the bento box? It was mediocre, is probably what I think. It was fine, I didn't think. It was interesting, it was a 9-piece bento box, so it was a free, all of like little snacky tidbits in, but nothing blew me away, shall we say. Oh yeah, Sumo Chronicles, that's it. Oh yeah, we did so many demonstrations of sumo. Mikade, the exercise I did. And oh yeah, and the person who was presenting did it all in English. She had such infectious energy, shall I say. It was really, really lovely. You had like an actual referee there and everything. I don't know what to say. It was a very fascinating sport. Obviously a sport I would never partake in, mind you. But it was really engaging to watch. But yeah, then we took a photo of the sumo wrestlers at the end. Sorry, but the photos are like interspersed with our other friends who went to like a magic cocktail bar or something. But yeah, sumo wrestling. Very cool time. To be honest, watching it. I wonder what the sumo wrestlers themselves think of it, to be honest. They look very tired by the time they got to our photo. Who was my favourite sumo wrestler? I think I've had a white guy. Kido. I feel like he had a good vibe about him. But the thing I remember is that when the people came out to choose like who they wanted to fight against, you know, the audience members, like 3 of them chose the person who won, Tashi. Because they were just like, oh, of course I'm gonna fight Tashi. Like he was the one who won. I want to try and take on the champion. One person fought Mr. X and one person fought Taichi. No one fought Kido. That's what I remember. Yeah, it was really interesting to see as well. Like, certainly weight is a big part of sumo. I mean, to be fair, weight is a big part of most combat-based sports, right? But that's why there's such strict, like, weigh-ins and things. Because it's like, if you do weigh more, you're gonna have a significant advantage in the fight because you just have more mass to throw around. But what it certainly does mean that if you're lighter, probably you can move around a bit more agilely. I'm not sure how much that necessarily matters in sumo, which is kind of like how much momentum can you get in your body mass, you know. But no, sumo, very fascinating sport. I wonder if it's popular in any other countries apart from Japan, you know. Or is it mostly just a Japan thing? I don't know. I'm absolutely boiling right now though. The thing it reminded me of though is Takeshi's Castle, where there was like a game basically where you had to do sumo wrestling. And then you had to draw like from like a part of like a random thing being like which sumo wrestler you can fight. And I remember the purple one. It's definitely the largest and heaviest one. Takeshi's Castle wiki, oh my gosh, it actually exists. Sumo rings. Credit for ball colour. Shinoburyo. Oh yeah, I remember Spud. If you drew like blue or something, you got Spud, which is just someone in a potato costume. Animal Leslie. Where's the American guy? What's that? A screen, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know why I remember. It's Michiro Joe. This is like a very skinny guy, right? Shinsuganamo. Also easy to beat, apparently. Why is everyone easy to beat, supposedly? Large Fuji. don't know why this is what it reminded me of, but it is. I kind of want to watch some Takeshi's Castle now. For no bad reason. Anyway, yeah, so sumo, it's a very fascinating sport. There's a lot more control, I suspect. And it's actually very sort of like, the back and forthness of it, I think, is surprisingly not intimidating's not the right word, but like, whoa, what's going on, you know? Anyway, that's it. How's it been 15 minutes? Would I go watch a sumo on a tournament? Again? Yeah, absolutely. I think it genuinely would be a lot of fun, to be honest. And sumo wrestlers, like, sumo is a big sport in Japan, right? Like, the top would be quite a bit of money. But anyway, maybe that's a story for another time. I don't really have much else to say except for it's entertaining. I would recommend you all go watch if you get the opportunity to watch sumo. Other than that, I'm going to round this episode up here, I think. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dazzling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now, and I'll make sure to actually upload this video.